There may be a twist
Of course.
or two.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 shocking twists on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Well, I hope you like surprises because I've got a big one, and it's right around the corner.
For this list, we're looking at the most impactful change-ups to the rules and format of this reality competition series. However, we'll only be counting US and UK seasons. Which of these twists was a total game changer? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. The chocolate bars.
The queen that loses the lip sync will open her candy bar. If it is the gold bar, she'll be safe to slay another day.
Perhaps the most shocking part of Season 14 was the sheer number of non-eliminations. The second most shocking part? The number of times we heard the words, "It's chocolate."
It's chocolate.
This candy-themed twist was responsible for the installment's wildest double save. At the beginning of the season, one queen randomly received an immunity-granting golden treat. But in episode after episode, the losing queen was out of luck when it came time to unwrap the sweet.
It is chocolate.
The twist finally came to fruition on the heels of Bosco barely surviving the lip-sync smackdown. The talented queen underperformed in the Rusical Challenge and lost her face-off against Georges.
Bosco, your fate now rests in the hands of the drag gods.
After a season full of chocolate, it was oh so gratifying to see the golden bar at a pivotal moment. Number 9. Production shutdown. Drag Race queens are notoriously sequestered from the outside world during filming. However, certain situations just can't help but affect production.
Miss Rona is a bitch.
Midway through the UK's sophomore season, the COVID-19 pandemic forced a months-long break in the competition.
My dear queens, in light of the rapidly changing coronavirus situation, we must cease filming immediately.
Unsurprisingly, this dramatic turn of events had myriad effects on the race. Most obviously, Veronica Green could not return due to having caught the virus.
Veronica Green has tested positive for the coronavirus. She won't be joining us for this series.
The break was certainly a financial challenge for the queens, but it did allow some competitors time to up their game. For instance, Bimini Bon Boulash returned with new confidence and polish as the megastar we know today. The shutdown was an unfortunate occurrence, but it did make for a truly unique season. Number 8. Double sashays. Since Carmen Carrera and Yara Sofia's Season 3 showdown, we've known that saving both bottom queens was an option for Ru.
For the first time in Drag Race history, no one is going home tonight.
However, the idea of keeping neither lip syncer wasn't introduced until later. In Season 5, no one expected a performance so lackluster it would send both participants packing.
I did it again.
Unfortunately for them, Vivian Panay and Honey Mahogany went where no queens had gone before.
I'm sorry, my dears. Neither one of you showed me the fire it takes to stay.
In Season 8, meanwhile, Dax! And Layla McQueen both got the chop after failing to embody a gay anthem.
Probably the most iconic gay lip sync song.
If you're ever going to lip sync a song, this is the song to do.
But it isn't just the US queens who need to worry about the dreaded double sachet.
Neither one of you survived that lip sync. I must ask you both to sashay away.
As we found out in UK Season 3, their sisters across the pond aren't immune either.
Ladies, I needed to see more out of that lip sync. And I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you both to sashay away.
Number 7. The bottom 6 lip sync.
For the first time in Drag Race history, all of you will be lip syncing for your lives.
In terms of disappointing challenges, was there anything quite like the Mariah Carey-themed Diva Worship program? This group performance from season 11 was so bad, it caused Ru to place the entire team in the bottom.
Mama is mad and all 6 of y'all have to pay.
Instead of a standard two-way lip sync, we were treated to a 6-person number that was as chaotic as you'd imagine. Sure, it was unforgettable, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a good idea. Season 14 delivered a different version of this twist, with a 7-person lip sync smackdown after Snatch Game.
I really expected more from you. I'm sorry, my dears. But you are all up for elimination.
But in terms of sheer craziness, we'd argue that season 11's showdown takes the cake. Number 6, a jury of their queers. All-Stars Season 3 had multiple shocking moments. However, the one that arguably enraged fans the most was the method of choosing the final 2.
As you see, I've asked the eliminated queens, a jury of your queer peers, to help me make my final decision.
Unlike the previous installment, this iteration saw the eliminated queens return to act as a jury. They interviewed each of the 4 finalists and voted on who should advance to the climactic lip sync.
Walking into deliberation, I feel like Ned Stark of Game of Thrones when he was walking up to that guillotine bitch.
To be fair, each contestant was entitled to their own opinion. However, it was clearly very unfortunate that frontrunner Shangela was barred from competing for the crown.
Shangela, Bibi, I'm sorry, my dears, but this is not your time.
It wasn't exactly a surprise that the jury twist was abandoned for All-Stars 4. Number 5, the lip sync premiere. Season 13 truly started off with a bang.
Girl, what?
Typically, the season premiere has a bottom 2 like any other episode. Alternatively, there might be a top 2 who compete for the win like in season 12. However, this time, each and every contestant had to face off with a competitor. To make matters more stressful, these showdowns occurred mere moments after the queens entered the competition.
Well, Ms. Ru, I just met you, and this is crazy.
It was a genius way to show off each queen's performing abilities right off the bat. The stakes were somewhat undermined when it turned out that none of the losers were truly eliminated. However, there's no question that the twist made for a shocking premiere. Number 4, lip syncing for your legacy.
This season, you'll be eliminating each other.
This twist on lip syncing for one's life is a mainstay of the All-Stars format. However, at the time of its introduction, it made for a massive shakeup.
I will not be eliminating any queens this season.
Now, the top performing queens would compete for the right to eliminate one of their competitors. Needless to say, this new way of doing things has had some controversial results. Naomi Smalls sending Manila Luzon packing in All-Stars 4 is still tough to watch.
I'm so sorry that I have to send home Manila.
It also made waves on UK versus the World.
I choose Jimbo to go home.
The eliminations of frontrunners Jimbo and Pangina Heels were felt by many to be unfair and had a huge impact on the competition.
But tonight I'm sending home Pangina.
Whether for better or for worse, this twist made All-Stars a truly cutthroat contest. Number 3, queens fight their way back into the competition. On occasion, Drag Race contestants are brought back after being eliminated for no particular reason. Much more common, however, is a challenge in which queens already sent home fight to reclaim their spot. This comeback competition has taken several different forms across the series, but all have been gag-worthy. Who could forget the mirror reveal and comedy duos challenge in All-Stars 2?
Face crack of the millennium. All of the eliminated girls are standing behind the mirror. They look mad. They look really mad.
Or the secret game within a game from that show's 6th season.
And queen by queen, one lip sync at a time, you can fight your way back into the competition.
Perhaps the most interesting version of this twist, though, was All-Stars 4's Lollapalooza.
Time has come for you to prove to me that you've got the hunger to slay your way into the Drag Race Hall of Fame.
For this challenge, if a remaining queen lost her lip sync against an eliminated foe, she would lose her place in the competition. Sure, this didn't end up happening, but it still made for a jaw-dropping revelation. Number 2, the top 4 lip sync for the crown. Season 9 proved to be a game-changing season for the all-important final episode. While several prior installments had seen a top 3 make it to the finale, in this case it was 4 queens. The reason for this soon became clear: a 3-round lip-sync smackdown to determine the winner. This stood in stark contrast to the individual performances we had seen in the Season 8 finale, for instance.
Every day is leg day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Sasha Velour and Peppermint in particular made the very first finale tournament absolutely iconic. Arguably, the format has since suffered from an overemphasis on outfit reveals. But while it lasted, this change-up made the climactic episodes more exciting than ever. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. Guest lip sync assassins. Appearances by the likes of Laganja Estranja shook up seasons 5 and 6 of All Stars.
Oh, y'all wanted a twist, eh?
Oh.
Come on, All Star 6. Let's get sickening. Oh.
All Stars can compete multiple times. Beginning with season 4 of the spinoff, we got to see queens for a 3rd time.
So, without further ado, please welcome Team Latrilla.
A queen from the previous season returns. This twist has been responsible for some of the show's most iconic moments. Self-eliminations. When a queen quits the competition, it always takes us by surprise.
I'm going home.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, competing in teams and sub-in lip syncs.
That's right. Starting today, you'll be competing as teams of 2.
Raise your hand if All Stars 1 was your favorite season. Yeah, we thought so. A huge part of what makes this iteration of the series so controversial is its format. The queens competed and were judged in pairs up to a certain point in the race. This made for eliminations that many fans regarded as premature, if not downright unfair.
Wah, wah. If I was by myself, I would have won.
Plus, queens also lip-synced in teams, with the option to press the panic button and sub in for their partner. We saw this option go poorly in the case of Yara Sofia and Alexis Mateo, for instance. We're thankful these rules were abandoned for the spin-off's 2nd season, but they will go down as some of the most infamous twists in Drag Race history.
We all saw how All Stars 1 turned out. Everyone competed in teams, and if this is teams again, I'm done.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.